My name is Ben Free. I'm a deputy clerk with Utah County, authorized to do marriages. I'm grateful to be able to do your marriage today. You want me to call you partners? I understand that, and that's good. So help each other to be your best always, all right? So you're joining us remotely in our Health and Justice Building here in Provo, Utah, in our Health and Justice Building, and that gives us jurisdiction over the ceremony, which makes our license legal. We have no residency requirements in our state. A lot of the states have residency requirements, so you can get married there, but here you can get married because we don't have residency requirements. So we're a little bit more lenient that way as well. All right, so now a couple of challenges for you. Okay, the two of you found each other out of 8.3 billion people on this planet, and you fell in love with each other to the point where you now want to get married. And you're perfectly fine doing that. 100 years ago, you couldn't do that, but today you can. You get to make choices where you live, what you want to do for work. You make choices as to how you treat each other. So my first challenge to you is always choose each other and choose each other and choose to be happy. Those are two choices you make. And some days you have to do that several times because of the way the day goes, and it's not just for you, but it's for everyone. Okay, everything okay? It's like, what? Okay. So choose each other and help each other to be your best. All right. You validate each other when you're together. What's a validation? Well, validation is a hold of the hand, a look in the eye, a hug, a kiss, a card, a call, a text. Yes, sometimes even a flower. You're helping each other to be your best and to do your best always. So and you expect the best from each other, and you expect to be able to talk to each other and go and come together. Both of you work. Nobody told me that, but you both work because it takes 2+ incomes to make a lifestyle. So that's the work that you do. Okay, 2+ incomes to make a lifestyle, so you both work. And because you both work, then you have the opportunity to get angry because some things happen at work that make you angry. If you think about your workday, here's what happens. You get up in the morning, you get ready to go to work. That's take your shower, have a bath, or get your food, organize your tasks, do those things. Then that's getting ready for work. Then you're going to work. Okay, and then when you get to work, you work a couple hours, you get a break. Then you work a couple more hours, you get a break. Then you work a couple more hours, you get a break. Then you get your last one, and then you get to come home. By the time you've done all that, you've been spending anywhere from 9 to 11 hours, depending on how far away work is. All right, and so a lot of things can happen in that time. If it's rush hour traffic, yeah, a lot of things can happen. And maybe you guys, I know that foreign countries have better public transportation than we do here in the United States. We're just kind of like independent, where we just have to drive our car everywhere, and we're paying $4.50 a gallon for gas. Okay, that's just where it is at. All right. I remember the day when gas was only 23 cents a gallon. Okay, so I've been old enough to know that here in the United States, but it's not that now. It's over $4.50 a gallon. Okay, and that's just for regular. But the two of you choose each other, all right? You want to help each other to be your best. The ceremony is not what makes your marriage, it's how you treat each other. So choose each other each day and choose to be happy, all right? Marriage, we talk about cleaving together. Cleaving together means you're accepting each other for who you are today, and you're accepting each other for who you will be in the future. That is accepting each other. That's cleaving together. Also, I tell you all, everybody on here, that you're fires. When two fires come together, what happens? Well, the blaze gets bigger. Okay, so, but it has to be contained because otherwise the fire will jump out and burn. So this is your marriage fire pit. Everything that's happened to you up to this point is underground. Your hearts are the walls to the fire pit. So if you're emotionally challenged for the day, then here's what happens. Your firewall comes down. The fire can then jump out and burn things that you don't want to burn, such as your vows or promises to each other. You want to help each other to be your best always and choose each other all the time. So help each other to be that. All right. You also do not wish to don't go to bed angry. Now, okay. Here's what happens when you both go to work. Most often, going to work, coming home from work, or at work someplace in the day, something happens to make you upset internally. It emotionally challenges you. Okay. If it emotionally challenges you, then you need to squelch it out. You need to get rid of it because it makes your voice go angry. So when the two of you, Jonas, Joe, Benzone, and Julius Caesar and Carcion come together, okay, that it makes it so that you're angry and it sounds angry. So first apologize to each other for having an angry voice because something happened to you at work. You need to let it go. All right. And so here's a couple things. When the two of you come together, I hope you hold hands close. Your eyes are about 8 inches apart and you're face to face. What I would see there is I would see the silhouette of a marriage heart between the two of you. Okay. That's because it starts from the chin and goes up above the eyes. That's your marriage heart. That means that that's working. So you apologize to each other, and somehow you need to let go of the negative emotions. Now, some people tap, okay? Tap it out and say positive affirmations to themselves as they do that, okay? That's one way. Some people swipe, start at the back of the head and go down out the tailbone fast 3 times. Sometimes people use a magnet, okay, back 3 times. Some people use yoga exercises to release a chapter emotion that gets stuck in a part of the body because you don't want to keep that with you. Okay, so that's part of it. Okay, so and some people do something different. Some people use a little wand. It's called, I think I call it a tonal, but I'm not sure if that's correct. They have a wand and they have these bowls of different sizes. They just run it around the top and it provides you with tones. And the tones are supposed to help pull out the negative emotion out of your body. Some people use, as I said before, yoga exercises to release emotion out of the trapped part of the body. The idea is you don't want to go to bed together angry. You want to go to bed, but not angry. And anger is because of something that happened to you at work, not because of anything that you did. But you need to not also go to bed angry at each other. So you want to let go of that experience as well. So help each other with those things that you need to do. Okay. Now, the ceremony is not what makes your married life, it's how you treat each other. So treat each other with kindness, love, respect, reverence, and then you can have an amazing life together. You're creating a marriage house, okay? This is your marriage house, not your physical house, but your marriage house. I know that doesn't look like anything. This is your wall, Julius, okay? This is your wall, and Jonas, this is your wall. Your house is going to be a little flimsy at first because you don't have enough experiences together. But as you have more experiences, you'll have a stronger house. So right now it's easy to break the house. But as you have more experiences, you're going to add more structural support to your house and it'll become very rigid. It will protect you. And that's what you want your house to do, is to protect you. This is a different kind of protection than from rain and snow and wind and hurricanes and typhoons and all that stuff. This is a different kind of protection. It's protecting your marriage. So you're helping each other to be your very best always. All right. With this said, we're going to treat each other as an object, project, or task. A task is a little thing. I had a bride that put her cell phone above the groom. She interrupted her marriage ceremony 3 times. So what usually takes 15 minutes took an hour. Okay, it took an hour to do because she kept interrupting. She kept stopping the ceremony because she'd walk off. She would do something weird. Okay, and so yeah, that was what the problem was. Right. So anyway, don't put a task above each other. In her case, it was her cell phone. She had to answer her cell phone. She had to have her cell phone with her. She had to know who was calling. She even left. She heard her phone ringing. She let go of the groom's hand. She went over to get it. When she got to her 40 guests, because we tell them 10 to 8, they brought 40. They're going to take them outside. It's November. Temperature outside, 18 degrees. Okay, water freezes at 32. It was cold outside. Okay, so anyway, she just left him and she walked over to the table. Her purse was on the table. She just started partner of guests. Didn't say, excuse me or anything. She just did that. And when she got to her purse, she grabbed it. She brought it over. She set it down by us. And then her phone stopped ringing. So what does she do? She reaches down, picks it up, punches the phone number, starts talking to somebody, grabs her purse, walks into the adjacent building. We wait for her for 15 minutes. In the meantime, I asked the groom, I says, are you going after her? And the groom said, oh no, I can't do that. If I do that, it makes her angry and upset. When she's angry and upset, horrible, awful things happen. People get hurt and things get broken. What do you do? You just said yes to marrying her. And she's probably beat you up 3 or 4 times. And you're still saying yes to marry? Okay, you've got a problem too, dude. is what I'm thinking, but here's what the rest of the story was. 15 minutes later, she comes out. She just walks straight over to the groom. She sets her purse down by her feet. She grabs the groom's hands. I asked the groom if he'd take her wife. He says yes. Then I asked her. She says yes. So then I had them exchange rings and vows, and I married them. Once I did that, pronounced them legally and lawfully married as husband and wife, here's what happened. She let go of his hand. She reached down and picked up her purse and started walking towards her car. She would say, come on, love, let's go. Come on, honey. Come on, handsome, let's do this. Now, and his buds, he had 10 buds, okay? And they were all talking about who was going to be next of the 10 to get married. They didn't have anything scheduled that day, but who's going to be next? So they're talking about that. And so I'm trying to get his attention. I'm going, excuse me, are you going after her? And he's like, what? I said, your bride's leaving. Oh, my bride's leaving? What? Oh, I got to get with her because I don't have transportation. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing. I need to get with her. So we had to hurry and leave. Right? But anyway, she interrupted her marriage 3 times. And it took about an hour to get it all done. Right? So don't put a task above each other. So here's the point. Jonas and Julius, you two are more important. So don't put a task above each other. Don't put an object above each other. Don't put, a project above each other. Help each other, honor each other. If you need to make suggestions, you're always thanking each other for the kind things you're doing for each other. You're going to hold hands out in public. You're going to open the doors for each other. You're going to serve each other. You're going to be nice and loving to each other. And just don't let anything get in the way of that. Help each other to always be your best. Okay? And as you do that, you'll have an amazing life together as a couple. And your house will become stronger and stronger, and it will protect you from the outside world, because the outside world doesn't want you to be happy and married together. Okay? And it's not just you, it's everybody. They don't want people to be happy. They want everybody to be sad and angry and let's just blow up the world and kill everybody. And then we'll be happy. Right? Wrong. We'll not be here. Okay, and we have the capability now to destroy the whole world. I'm hoping that we don't use it. Okay, anyway, that's where we're at. So now we're going to go into the ceremony. So here we go. We're gathered here today to join in marriage Jonas Joe Penzone and Julius Caesar Encarnacion. Julius Caesar Encarnacion. I hope that's
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, you said it right.
All right, perfect. All right, so anyway, just make sure that everything's going okay. So Jonas Joe Penzone, do you take Julius Caesar Encarnacion to be your legally and lawfully wedded partner, to cleave unto him as he cleaves unto you, to help him be his best as absolutely be your best, to obey him as he obeys you, through sickness, health, rich, poor, fat, thin, COVID-22, wars, riots, natural disasters, ups, downs, ins, outs, holidays, celebrations, jubilations, triumph, family, friends, nature, until death do you depart. You need to say yes, Jonas.
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any vows or promises, Jonas, to say to Julius today?
Just a quick vow.
Yeah, your vows.
Yeah. So, JC, we've been together for more than 15 years. I can't imagine myself without you in it. You are my past, most definitely my present, and absolutely my future. I promise to walk, run, crawl, drive, fly beside you through whatever our lives may bring. I am ecstatic to start this new journey with you. I love you.
Perfect. All right. Who are my witnesses? I don't have any names down here for your witnesses. Who are my witnesses? We have 3 lovely young ladies back here in the back, and we have some people up there. So who are your witnesses today?
One of our witnesses is Alea Diary, which we have already sent out her passport copy. Just
Okay.
make
Can
us
I get the spelling of her name? Because I don't have it here. Okay. They probably received an email, but I don't have it here.
Alea.
Yeah, I just need to know how to spell her first and last name, or whatever she wants on there.
Okay, that's spell it.
It's ALEA.
Alea.
Fatima, Fatima.
So Isla, and then Fatima is another name, right?
Second, yes.
Fatima.
And then my last name is Dayrit.
Dayrt.
IT.
Okay, Alea Fatima Dart.
There, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. And you heard him say yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. And so the other witness?
Bebe, who's the other one? Neshi, right? Vanessa Kayanan.
Okay, well, so it's Kanessa, and you just have Ness Kayana up here. Kayana. All right, so Kayana is the last name. How is this first name called? Spelled?
Neshi, just spell out your name. Unmute your microphone. Wala atong microphone na lola mo.
It's Vanessa. It's VANESSA.
VANESS.
VANESSA. Vanessa.
Two N's?
No, single N.
Okay, VAN.
NEESSA.
So there's two E's and it's EESSA.
I'll say it again. VANESSA.
Got it. Okay. And then the last name is what I'm seeing on the screen up there. Kanyanan.
Kayanan. CAYANAN.
N-A-N. Okay. Perfect. And you heard him say yes, and you heard his vows?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Now, okay, so now we're ready to go. So, Julius, did you have a ring to put on your finger today?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you should put it on because he said yes to you. So put the ring on your finger, and he'd already said his vows to you. Just put the ring on your finger. Julius, just put the ring on your finger.
Okay.
Yep, just like that. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to go to you, Julius Caesar. And Corsion, do you take Jonas Joe Penzon to be your legally and lawfully wedded partner, to cleave unto him as he cleaves unto you, to help him be his best as he helps you be your best, to obey him as he obeys you, through sickness, health, rich, poor, fat, thin, COVID-22, blah, 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 until death you depart.
Yes, I do, sir.
Perfect. All right. And do you have any vows or promises to say to Julius today? Or sorry,
Yes.
to say to Jonas today?
Yeah, I do have, yes.
Okay, go ahead and read those.
Okay. I'm gonna make it quick though. When I say I love you more, I don't mean I love you more than you love me. I mean I love you more than the bad days ahead of us. I love you more than any fight we will ever have. I love you more than the distance between us. I love you more than any obstacles that could ever try to come between us. I love you the most. I know I will not always be what you want me to be. I might forget to listen or forget to share. We might not always agree on everything. I might be stubborn and I might be wrong-headed, but I will always love you. I will always strive to be that partner you believe I can be. I love you so much, Bebe, and mahal na mahal kita.
Perfect. Okay, so I heard you say yes in the affirmative, and you said your vows. So, Alea, you heard yes? Correct? All right. And Vanessa, you heard yes?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so since both of you heard yes, and since I heard you say yes, I now get to say this, that by the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of Utah, and as you remotely joined us here in our Health and Justice Building today, I now pronounce you, Jonas, Joel, Benzon, and Julius Caesar and Corsion, legally and lawfully married as partners. You may now blow kisses to each other. And this is I love you in American Sign Language, in case you didn't know. This means I love you in American Sign Language. Okay. Yeah, thumb out, pointer finger up, and baby finger up. Yep, like that. Means I love you. Okay, and we're also in the health and justice building, so no hugs. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Which way do you want me to go? Which way do you want me to go? Okay, so anyway, so no hugs. So we had to come up with an air hug. So this is our air hug. Okay, you love and like each other, so you like everybody on here, or you wouldn't have invited them to your marriage. Okay, so you gather everybody together because they're your friends and your family and you love them. And so you bring them to your heart. As you touch your heart, you're touched more by that, which means then that you feel loved. Okay, so that's a COVID air hug. Okay, so related to work. All right, congratulations. Make it a wonderful life. Rest of the story, you'll finalize your license probably on Wednesday at the latest, maybe Tuesday if we get to it. All right. Once that happens, you receive certified email copies. Please check them over to make sure everything is correct. If there are any errors, such as you misspelled your name in your application, or your birthday is incorrect, or the address where you want it mailed to is different than what's on there, please make sure that all the changes are made. So in order to do that, you email us at marriage@utahcounty.gov, you reference your license number, and you reference your name and say, this is what it says, this is what it should be. Okay, so we can get those corrections made, because we don't want you to go, here's my certified copy of my marriage license, and here's my amendment to my certified copy of my marriage license. That doesn't make any sense. So we just try to get it all in one paper. When you do receive your paper copy, I challenge you to put it behind a favorite picture or in a favorite object, so that when you see the object, it reminds you that you're married. So when you go outside your physical house and the world's trying to get in on top of you, that you can just, you know how to treat them, because you also have a ring on your finger which says, I am committed. I am committed to him. He is committed to me. That's what the ring says. Okay, so help each other to be your best, do your best always, and you'll have an amazing life. Congratulations, and make it a wonderful life. Thank you all for taking time out of your night to be with us.
Thank you.
I think you're in the dark, and I think you might be in the light. I don't know. Anyway, congratulations, and make it happen. Make a wonderful life. Thank you so very much. Yay! You guys are all in silence. Okay. All right. All right. Bye now. Thank you all for joining.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.